Oh, Dan Kroll's in the chat. Dan, walk us through these settings on.
Okay.
Maybe not. I have no idea.
Okay.
Welcome to the ADHDan podcast.
It goes where it goes.
Hmm.
I did it.
She got it that time. All right. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to try and keep this open so I can see the chat.
Make sure you put you're talking into the mic.
I'm going to keep this open so I can see the chat.
Okay.
But I don't see anybody chatting. Oh, there it goes.
To live chat.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so this week I wanted to do a live episode, and Liz lives pretty close, so I decided to have her over. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
and
excited.
Just open for any kind of questions that people might have.
Yep.
Because I feel like we just get a lot. There's Yolandi.
Oh, I love her. Hi, Yolandi. Do I look here?
Mm-hmm.
For being married to someone that does video, I know very little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Yolandi. Do you have any questions?
And John Shafranik's up here.
Oh, I love him too. I'm not playing on my phone. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I feel like.
Well, I just got logged out. See, this is awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just loving this whole experience right now.
We're coming back, guys.
Well, no, you can talk.
So we're in, you're not in?
We're still live.
Okay. So definitely put your questions down. I was thinking it could be about anything. So it could be about our marriage, our kids, how we met, or it could be like totally different, like what do you do for a living? What does Dan do for a living? A lot of you know that, but you could ask questions like that. Anything really. Oh my gosh, we got a new puppy and he's like the cutest thing ever.
You're really quiet.
We got a new puppy and he's like the cutest thing ever. And I don't see your questions, but if you're asking them, Dan will know.
Okay, this should be logging back in now. I don't know why it kicked me out.
It's going to be okay.
I don't want to sign up. I want to see the chat. I'm already signed up, YouTube.
If things don't go wrong, then it probably means we're in a parallel universe.
Don't even go down that road because you won't want to finish it.
I won't. I really, really won't.
Okay, I don't know where my chat went. It's just completely gone.
Can you find it on your phone? He has dragon's blood incense burning. Smells pretty good. So normally people smoke cigars on here, but I'm not going to do that because I would probably die.
There we go.
Okay, good. Oh, thank goodness. You're better at this than I am.
Okay, so Leanne said hard to hear you. So I just pulled the levels up. So this is going to be a learning experience as we go.
Hi, Leanne. How's my buddy?
Let's see. Who else is here? I don't know if Discount Cemetery is still here or not. So John said, do you still love each other the same as you did when you first met, and how has it changed over the years?
God, John, why do you have to be so deep so quickly? You answer that first.
Oh, do you still love each other the same? I don't know. No, I would probably say no.
I'd
I
say
think
no.
it's probably very different.
I think it's
You take a turn. I'm going to turn the volume up over there.
okay. I think it's different as in more in a way because we've been married for so long and because we've been through so much together. Like when you first get married, it's like that, oh, this is so exciting kind of love. And then it turns into a different kind of love that feels like a little bit more kind of love.
I just heard love a lot there. Yeah, I mean, I think when you first meet someone, regardless of what they say, I really think that it's mainly about the looks. Like you're not gonna, I feel like that's what kind of first catches someone's attention.
Yeah, but if you want to get real deep with that and ADHD like, people look different depending on their personalities. So like when I first meet someone, I'll be like, oh, that person is attractive. And then they're like a real jerk. And then I'm like, they look differently.
Right. So I'm just saying, and I'm pulling up some lo-fi because we need to.
I like it.
That needs to go. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so you probably. But I think that proves my point. You start. Like somebody catches your eye visually.
Yeah.
And then you get to know them. And it's.
So you're going way back to like the 9th grade, 10th for you.
Yeah.
But he's like saying when we got married. So.
When you first met.
Oh.
And how has it changed over the years? I think, yeah,
Okay.
when you first meet, it's like, I don't want to say physical love because that's
weird.
weird.
My mom's watching.
Yeah. Well, I don't see Darlene up in the chat here.
She will be.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really have anything else
Definitely
to say about
different, but more and different and hard to explain.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still married.
So is that good, John? Does that work for you?
If it doesn't, I'll make you food.
Okay, and Spencer's still here. I think it's Spencer. Maybe Colleen. I'm pumped to have them on.
I need to meet them.
Yes. And actually, this is a great opportunity to mention my patrons. Luke, Miranda, Boba Fett, Guy, Tasha, and Kayla. Thank you all very much.
We love you guys. So who's all on right now? Because I can't see.
Well, you could go on your phone. Why don't you
Because I don't know how
pull
to
up
keep
your
it.
phone
I don't
and
know.
just put it on live
I don't
chat?
know what to do.
Oh, here. You just sit. Oh my goodness. Live chat.
It's a wonder I can do anything.
John's saying all the way back. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, I think. Oh, he said, yeah, great answers, both of you. Yeah, Spencer's on by himself too. Awesome, Spencer. Thank you.
So Leanne's little boy was in the hospital, so he's doing better. They're home now.
Where are they from?
Hold on. I know this. I think it's Indiana. She's one of
Survey
my...
says.
I think it's Indiana, right, Leanne? She's a Mosaic sister.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, so we can get into kind of Liz's work,
Yeah.
career,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's
it
like,
is.
it's hard. It's like, I don't have my elevator speech yet. I'm like working on it because it's hard to explain exactly what I do, but I run a virtual women's group with women all over the world. And we do a mission every month where we, like this month was love, and we learn more about how to love ourselves better, how to be the best version of ourselves. So on top of the mission, we do managing your anxiety with this kick butt woman from the UK.
You can say ass on here.
She's kick ass. Like, she's amazing. And she has all of her credentials, and she does this amazing job helping people manage their anxiety through breaths and tapping. We do
Which actually, if she's watching, she's going to be a virtual guest.
We want you on.
She may not know that yet.
She knows that. She's super cool. So her name's Liza, and she leads classes every week. We have workshops on crafts, like we're going to make greeting cards, we're going to paint a gnome. But I think what I love most about my virtual women's group is the community, because especially when COVID hit and like shit hit the fan, it's like, where do you go for connection and to feel like you're not alone? And this is a perfect place, and this is where we go. And it's changing lives, and I love that. And I've become friends with these women, and I've been inspired by these women. We also have like a small, nothing like you, Spencer. I admire your merch, but we have a small merch line.
Leanne said Indiana.
Yep, I was right.
Okay.
I pay attention.
Here's what I'm thinking. To try to keep up with questions, I'll cut you off, or you can cut me off at any time. And then a little bit later, we'll like maybe elaborate more on some of the things we talked about.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure.
Just so the kids aren't like,
Yeah,
just not doing anything,
they aren't.
which they won't anyway. Okay, Yolandi said, how is life now that Case is older and doing so well? Oh, hi, Jared. I love you.
Jared.
I miss you. I want you to come on the podcast.
I love you too. I miss you too. You want to answer that?
I'd like to hear like your.
It's very different. We don't have nurses in our house anymore. It's good different. It's weird different. And it's waiting for the shoe to fall off different, because we don't know why he's better. And we don't know that it will always be like this, but we love it.
Right.
And he's sassier. That's all that older has brought.
Yeah.
Attitude.
I think part of it is living in a house with 3 teenage siblings, female siblings.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be your left first. There, heart, cross, and then heart. Not your stomach's not involved at all.
Anyway, it's difficult to live with teenagers, but that's my short answer.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a lot different, but it's different than I expected. The different.
I agree.
Yeah, because before all of the challenges were health related, and now it's like
It's different.
boy related, like
Yeah.
teenager related almost.
Yeah, it's like, how do we find ourselves in this new world? How does he find himself? He's no longer accompanied by a nurse, and we've changed roles. Like, being his caregiver was a big part of who we were. So yeah, it's different. It's weird, but it's really great.
Oh, Dan Moniger, both of you are naturally entertaining. I don't know, Dan, it's stressful. You saw me when you were here last time, just getting this set up. Oh my goodness.
Can I say hi, Dan? I love you.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Dan. I love you.
Let's see. Yeah, we said Jared's here, Leanne said that. Anthony's in the house.
Nice.
You two are so cute. He didn't say cute.
You said cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so for my audience, this is my wife, Liz. She is the first returning guest to the podcast. So I have something for her, which is tradition.
It is tradition.
You left this here the last time you were on the podcast. So
Thank you.
even though you took it just yesterday.
I will display it proudly.
Okay, just not too close to the fire because...
Okay. There's a lot of paper in there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the box full of notes that we wrote each other in high school and journal and all kinds of stuff.
Can I ask you about this? Is this tape for on top of your skateboard?
No.
Okay, that's what it feels
That's
like.
gaff tape. That's like worth its weight in gold right there.
Nice. So
Yeah.
you're saying this is worth something?
Not resale, unfortunately.
Maybe if I get famous.
Yolandi said, what is the best part of being parents?
Oh, God.
I'll start. I think the answer, there are two answers, but they're the same answer. It's seeing yourself in your kids. I think that's the best part of parenting. And knowing that I made that.
Yeah.
Like, that's really big. But seeing just your good and your bad traits. And I've talked about that before on the podcast and with you and probably a million other people. But I just can't stress that enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that too. I love watching them grow. When people say, you know, you're going to miss that. I don't want to live in the I'm going to miss it part. I want to live in the this is where we are part. And this is what we're doing right now.
No, I was doing this so you can kind of face the
Okay, thank you. Is that
screen
good?
a little bit. Yeah, just get on that mic. Well, you don't have a magic mushroom on your microphone?
I don't. Is Kayla? Kayla's not on here.
I don't think so. That's a shame.
She should bring me a magic mushroom.
Like a real magic mushroom?
No, like that.
Because
No, thank you.
I'm not sure. So let's see. There are no questions right now. We could do... I do have my 5 rapid fire questions, but it seems a little early for that.
It is.
A little too early. September's here.
Hi, September. I love you too.
September, she said the audio on this is wonderful. I have no idea. It is set up differently, and everyone who's watching, shout out to September, because during the days while Liz is working, sometimes what I'll do is just tell people, I'll say, hey, I'm trying to figure out this live. Can anybody jump on and check it out? And she does.
I feel the same
Like-
way about September. Like
Yeah.
she's always there when I need her.
Yeah,
She's great.
Yeah, we're gonna meet them.
We are. Like,
Are you
is it a
saying
plan?
like a surprise?
No, like I know we are, but
Oh, no, it's still in the works, but
Okay.
it's gonna happen. Okay, Spencer asked, do the kids dress up for Halloween? That's part 1.
okay. So, they're getting older, but yes, they do. Definitely Case. Lainey's a little bit too cool, but she still does.
She's 13.
Yeah, Meredith's 17. She does for like Halloween parties. Samantha does. Yeah,
And I dress up for Halloween.
every year.
And this is going into the second part of his question. If so, what was the best costume? I'm going to claim best costume every year because I think 3 years in a row, I dressed as different Trailer Park Boys characters. And the year that I dressed as Bubbles, Mike Smith, I'm pretty sure that's his name, he retweeted my picture and he slid into my DM. What did they say? Slid into my
DM.
Yeah. And said how great the costume was. And I was just like, oh my God, this is Bubbles right now. And then one year I dressed as a Visco girl. That was awesome.
Can I answer this?
I wish I was prepared for this. I would have had pictures that popped up.
I would say my favorite costume ever was when Case had to have a feeding pump 24 hours a day. So he couldn't be off of his feeding pump because his sugars would be so like they would just crash. And Dan made the most, like the kick-assiest, is that a word?
On here, it is.
Costume. So his backpack was a proton pack. Like Dan made a proton pack to go around his backpack.
I'm really surprised you remembered.
It was a proton pack. And he had this little gun, and he was a Ghostbuster. It was amazing. Dan's costumes are not my favorite. Trailer Park Boys, not my favorite. Not my favorite. Trying to think of the girls. One year, Meredith was a pink crayon. So cute. That was so
kind
cute.
of a pain to put together.
Oh, and Lainey was a
But it
flower. She was a purple flower.
Yeah.
And the very
When
first,
she was really small.
she was a baby.
You'd be like one?
Her
Not
first-
even one.
Yeah, it would have been her first Halloween. She would have been like 9 months old. And Samantha's first Halloween, she was a pea in the pod.
Oh, yeah.
She was a
Remember that.
BB, little BB.
What about Meredith? Was she the first year?
Do you remember? I don't remember.
I hope she's not watching this
Was she
right
a
now.
bride? She was a bride.
Her first Halloween?
We didn't take them when she was real little. Like, I guess we did. We went to parties with them.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't remember.
Remember.
That's okay. I don't remember.
Mom fail. Yeah, but I should remember.
No, you're good. John said Case was the winner.
Oh, it was so good.
It was really good.
We need pictures.
Actually, that was the Halloween when I first started in Johnstown
Yeah.
at Sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I remember that.
Yeah, and one of my other favorite costumes was Iron Man. Dan drew this little goatee.
Oh yeah,
He was like Tony Stark Iron Man.
yeah.
Yeah. And one year, Meredith was a Chick-fil-A cow with her friends. That was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun. We didn't celebrate Halloween when I was a child. Mom, if you're watching, I have no hard feelings. But I do feel like I vicariously kind of lived through the kids' costumes. Super fun.
Spencer said that is amazing. Love it. The proton pack is too cool. Oh,
Amazing.
I will send you pictures because I am so proud of that. And I think that got thrown out, or he wanted it after years, and I think he probably destroyed it.
Because it had this little. So if you don't understand the feeding pump, it had like a little black backpack inside of it that carried the feeding pump and the bag that drained from his stomach. We fed into his intestines.
Yeah, so then I just used a shoebox and cut holes in it
So
to put the
cool.
backpack straps out and through.
And he was too little to have like he's always been small. So he was too small to have like a costume that was bought in the stores. Not a Ghostbusters one.
Right.
Not
right.
an age appropriate one.
John said that was when Mom cried on the porch.
Oh
Why
yes.
did she cry on the porch?
Didn't we take them trick or treating to John's house that year? I know we went there for something.
The 4th of July, I thought, or I don't remember. Yeah, John, you're gonna have to elaborate on that. Yolandi said, "How have your family traditions changed now that the kids are teens?
If anything, we've just added more
Better gas mileage?
because we don't go places.
Because they don't want to go with us, so there's less weight on the vehicle.
No, we don't go places without them. Like traditions, like holidays.
I mean, if it was up to them,
They wouldn't.
they probably wouldn't go with us.
So certain things that I still make them do that they probably would rather not. Christmas pajamas. I still make them wear matching Christmas pajamas even though they don't want to. We still make them take a picture on the steps even though they're usually irritated. Yeah, so things have stayed. I mean, the ones that we had when they were little, we still have. We've added more. So now every holiday we decorate our table. Oh my God, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's decorated for St. Patrick's Day now. Dan loves it, as you can see.
I mean, It makes me want a shamrock shake. Okay. Here, this is from Dan. As humans, sometimes we are so ruthless with ourselves and others. Very true. And I think the big part of that is people don't realize sometimes how ruthless they are, not necessarily with others, because I think most people can feel that. They might not comprehend how much that person is affected by that. But I don't think people realize how hard they are on themselves. So he says, what is your own personal experience of how we can all help to develop ourselves as givers of life?
Wow.
Very good question. If you want to go.
So I'm going to start with part one of the question, the ruthless to ourselves. I think that we need to change our self-talk first and foremost. So a lot of what we do in our group is we talk about self-talk, and I had no idea how hard I was on myself until I started paying attention. And if we aren't kind to ourselves, then how can we be kind to everyone in the universe? So we start with ourselves is how I would answer the first part of that question. Do you want to answer the second part?
I think I have a more direct answer, what I'm trying to do. I think it's this. I really think this is like something that I have seen, I have watched and heard people tell me like how this has affected their lives in a positive way. And I think the key to it is just showing diversity, showing just, I don't care what you come in that door with. Like,
Right.
I just want to sit down and talk. And I just really enjoy that. And I think that has really opened my eyes to so much more. I think a lot of the ruthlessness, I mean, you could really go deep in this, but I think a lot of that stems from judgment. And like people will judge you because they might think you are better than them, or they might think, well, that's not how you're supposed to do that, or that's not how you're supposed to act. And it's, so then, yeah, then that just eats you up. Okay. So Dan, I hope that was decent. I wish I had Bubbles glasses right now to say decent. Yeah, they trick-or-treated at John's mom's.
I thought we brought them there. Yeah. One for me.
Okay, Anthony says, what are your love languages?
Acts of service and gifts.
I don't know. I think for years I said my love language was just leave me the hell alone.
I think his is words of affirmation and touch.
All right.
After this, I'll make him take the test, Anthony. I might need backup.
Anthony, I thought we were friends. So much for that. Okay, Jared says, Dan, where did you learn about video production, equipment, techniques of the trade, etc., and why did you choose this profession? How and where? I think a lot of it, the technical side of everything, I learned just from YouTube, honestly. And as I continue on this career path, I meet more people in the trade. Is it a trade? Would you consider it a trade?
I would consider it a trade, yeah. It's what you do.
Because I feel like, yeah, I guess it's a service. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just meet so many more people who are on the same path. And I think that stops a lot of people from connecting with other people, because like with Wade, we talked about how it's viewed as competition, but there's enough work to go around. There's more than enough work to go around. So I think that, so the short answer to the really long answer, YouTube, and then
Your living room, when and where.
well, okay, YouTube, other people in the trade, and trial and error,
Yeah.
just doing it all the time. Why did I choose this profession? I chose this profession because that's a really long answer too. There are so many reasons. One, I think just for the longest time, I just wanted to be a better storyteller, and I know I'm a long way from where I would like to be with that. But my grandfather he was one of the greatest people in my life, and he would tell, and here I'm telling a story over again that I feel like I always tell, but he would be able to tell stories over and over again, and each time he would tell like just a certain difference or a change in a detail, and it was just he could have been making it all up. But
Amazing.
he was just the greatest guy ever.
He was.
And he really impacted me. And I think just the visual medium, there's just something about it that I just love taking audio and with video and capturing and conveying emotion.
Yeah.
And last thing, I have ADHD, ADD, and I think video is something that each project changes. So it's something new almost every time I work with a client, but it's still kind of the same thing, like the same technical side of it. So that holds my interest.
Yeah. And he's like being super humble, but he's always been like very naturally talented. So he's good at it, and he just gets better with every video that he does. That's where our kids get their talent.
Okay, September asks, what is your favorite movie?
You?
She just asked.
What's your favorite movie?
You can go first. I'll grab a couple of them.
Okay, so I have multiple favorite movies. I really like Blindside with Sandra Bullock, and she brings in a young man, and he's a really good football player, and they adopt him. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it, you should see Blindside and all of the Pitch Perfects. They're just fantastic. And what's the Notebook. Those are my faves.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say The Notebook first.
I just love Blindside.
That kind of surprised me. Okay, so my favorite movies, which actually, I thought I had a copy of this, but I only have the book, The Outsiders. If you don't have this, you definitely need to... There's something wrong with you. Swordfish, I feel I loved the opening sequence in this with like the time warp, how the camera moved around and everything's in slow motion. So good. Rounders, amazing.
Yeah, you do love that.
Did you like this?
Not my fave. I bet you I know what's next.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not even going to guess.
I can't say that this is my favorite movie, but this is definitely like way up there.
We apparently
Way
have
up there.
different tastes in movies.
Fight Club. Anything
Pitch
David
Perfect.
Fincher. Just about anything David Fincher. Okay, I'm falling behind here,
It's
and
okay.
I was the one that said we need to cut off after a little bit. But yeah, favorite movies. Jared said, Liz, how much has Case inspired what you do now or where you are now, and how differently would you envision your life if Case's circumstances, conditions never happened as they did? We wouldn't be in Johnstown.
No. And so much of what I do and why I do what I do when I work with women, and a lot of these women have children with extra needs, it's because of Case. Something that I had to learn, though, was that I naturally love with my whole heart. So Case brought me to it But what I was born with helps me to be able to do it. Yeah,
Well, and it's
that's the short answer.
It's funny. I don't know if we got into this on the other podcast or if we just talk about it with each other all the time. But just the fact that, like, when you were pregnant, how everybody said, oh, if you just pray harder, he'll be healed and
Yeah.
get rid of this. And then it's like, he's not healing. And then that kind of cripples your faith and everything. And then we just had this realization, like, God allowed this to happen
For a reason.
Let's see where it takes us. And I think the big thing that we've talked about in the past is, like, they always say faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. Liz and I had this realization that God is kind of, sometimes will say, well, that's not your mountain to move.
Yeah.
That's not, regardless. I mean, even if you don't subscribe to the Christian faith or anything, I think it's still relevant.
It
I
is.
feel.
And I think, like, thank God that wasn't our mountain to move, because I don't want him different. And if I could have taken away anything, it would have been the pain, but not anything else, because he was so perfectly imperfect. So perfect.
Miranda.
Hi,
Katie's account.
Miranda.
Is Dan smoking a cigar with Liz in the basement? No, it's incense.
Listen, I can smell those cigars the whole way on the third floor every single time he smokes them. Every time. There's like a ventilation system right into my office. It's like I'm right here.
Ask her who asked for the installation of the ventilation.
I didn't know it would bring the smoke
Not
to my
fault.
room.
Oh, Sean Eiler says, hi, Dan and Liz.
Hi.
Longtime listener, first-time caller. Okay. Is this Dear Abby now?
Yes.
Speaking of Dear Abby, is Jared still here? Just wanted to say you guys rock. I'll hang up and listen. All right. I mean,
I love you, buddy. If you were here, I'd give you a hug.
yeah.
I love you, Miranda. I forgot to say that.
I'm guessing this is still Miranda.
This
on
lo-fi
Katie's
is
account.
fantastic. Can I just say that? This
Yeah.
is great.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff Wendell.
Did I hear a
On
bird?
episode 2. Yeah.
It's birds, and I love birds.
You know what's really creepy? Sometimes an ad will pop up and it'll be like kind of a lo-fi ad, and then somebody just starts talking and you're like, what is going on?
Especially because you're by yourself.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Miranda said, I love how you all have such cool conversations with each other, like you all are still dating and not married forever. And I apologize, I'm not the greatest with reading out loud.
Me either. Or reading in general. We're like not good readers.
When I open my mouth, problems happen all the time. That should be the new tagline for the podcast. Oh. Leanne said, love Blindside.
Yes, Leanne.
Miranda said, love Blindside. Katie loves The Outsiders. Yes, Katie. Yes. Yeah, Anthony said, totally different tastes in movies. Yeah,
Completely.
very guy and girl answers. Let me think, though, because one movie that what was the other movie that I admitted to crying to?
Notebook?
No, it was on the podcast.
I don't remember.
But one of the movies that I tear up every time I see it is Big Fish.
Ugh, we love that movie. It reminds us of our children. Particularly Case, because that one song.
The Yellow Card song.
Yeah.
Well, for me, that actually kind of goes back to my grandfather a little bit too, because it's this older man who told his kids stories over the years, and just so many stories that the kids were just like,
This isn't even true.
He's making all this up. And then his son goes out to like find all of this stuff, and it's like he's his father after I don't want to spoil anything.
It's so good. You should watch
Yeah.
Big Fish. Oh, and
Yeah.
Greatest Showman. That's another favorite movie.
Ty cried for The Notebook.
Hi,
Yeah.
Ty.
You know,
Huh.
I think I did the first time.
But we watched it a lot. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Sean Eiler said hugs back.
I love you, Sean. Okay, I feel
Sam
like
Edgar up in here, lo-fi mo-fi.
Sam Edgar in the house. Okay, can I just say real quick? I'm like ADHing. Where did Spencer say I'm cuter? I swear I saw Spencer said Liz is cuter, and I feel that just needs attention brought to it. Because normally you get that. Yep. Oh, Anthony. Anthony said it. Do you see that? Thank you.
I hate to close the moon landing poll when it's 73% true. It's true that it was faked. Okay, so we'll end the poll now, and we'll start another one.
I'm over it. So over it.
Okay.
Spencer, I love you. I just love everybody. Yes, Anthony, thank you. That was so nice. Usually Dan wins cutest side of the couple.
Cast your votes now.
You can't see his face.
I know. Oh, and did you notice I put purple back there? You can't, it's not really showing up too much on camera, but I tried to give you a purple.
Thank you. I like
Yeah,
purple.
because I figured.
That's my business color.
Sam said Ghostbusters. Sam, did you end up going to see the newest Ghostbusters? I can't remember. I think you said you had plans, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, power couple.
Yeah.
I said that. Dan said, oh, Anthony said, Dan said, Anthony, I thought we were friends.
About the love languages.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah. Ty said, I'm just tuning in. Where does Liz stand on the moon landing? And if she says true, does this start arguments at home?
Liz is over it. Liz doesn't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't talk about it. What I don't like is when my children come home and say, I talked to my teacher today about how the moon landing is not real. And they said, yes, it is. So that I don't love. Don't love that.
So you like them just to
Subscribe.
eat everything
Yes.
they're fed?
Yes.
All right. You might see an on-air separation
Oh,
here.
shut up.
I don't know.
No, I will say that I do give Dan credit for encouraging them to think. Sometimes I think it could go a little overboard, but I like that you get them to think and you get their wheels turning. It's just difficult when I have to talk to teachers about the fact that our children don't believe in science.
I believe in science.
But just
I
some of it.
actually...
Some of it.
This is another thing. I feel like science and religion are a lot more connected than people want to admit. I was just talking with someone this past week about how connected they are, but science always wants to slam religion and religion always wants to slam science, and it's just this battle. But I think there is a middle ground that
There
it's
is.
but that's
I just feel like I'm a
beside the point.
peacekeeper and a peacemaker. And like, I don't spend enough time challenging whether or not things are true or conspiracies are real, because I just don't care.
But just on the record, I just want to get this out there. I probably watch just as many videos about disproving conspiracy theories as I do conspiracy theory videos, because I do love to see both sides of it. I don't know. That's it. Miranda said, who is Mr. Bean? This is Mr. Bean with a turkey on his head. And then there's another Mr. Bean back there. He's peeking out.
For Christmas, my little brother got Dan a giant Mr. Bean. I feel that there is no reason in the world to have a giant Mr. Bean, but there he is, creeping in on us.
I love it. I love it. Did you already see Spencer's? I love you too, Liz. Y'all are the greatest. Spencer.
Wait.
We need to figure out how
be
together for a podcast. Even if I have to drive halfway to Philly when you're there.
Can't we just go to California?
Well, yes.
That's what I want to do, Spencer.
Yes. Do you want to cancel the St. Louis trip?
No. We could just go both places. Just charge your credit cards.
Sam said bawled his eyes out at the Notebook.
Oh, Sam, you have a heart. That's why. It's a good one.
He does.
He does. He's a good boy.
September noticed the lighting change. And actually, I didn't only change... The purple light, that was just for tonight. But I did change, and I don't know if you notice this or not. Man, I look homeless in this hat. Like my hair looks much better.
I like it.
Let's try it for a little bit. So what I did, I put a gel on this light to make it a warmer color temperature. So then I white balanced to that warmer color temperature, which made these tube lights more of a blue color. And I really like that.
And I give September so many kudos for noticing.
Yeah. Ty said my wife hates my conspiracy theories. Ty, what's your biggest conspiracy theory? Let's hear what that is. I'm pretty excited. Oh, Miranda said Dan will never say. I didn't say it.
I can't see it. Your stupid pole's in the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold please. Bah.
And I didn't say it.
Oh, sheep. I was like so confused. So I'm at 88%.
Yeah, 89 now. I think there's something
Leanne,
wacky with this
you're
poll.
great. Leanne thinks I'm cuter.
Does it sound like the song from Up?
I'm like really bad at remembering things. Yes.
Yeah.
Another favorite movie.
I should do another poll, but let's see.
Spencer, seriously. Dude, I want to come to California.
Yeah. Do you have room, though? Because it sounds like the whole house is taken up by the business, so...
Not the damn Notebook Ghostbusters.
Have you seen The Notebook?
I love you, Sam.
Thanks, Anthony, but I don't know.
He loves yins.
So what's everybody doing tonight? It's about 20 after 7.
Do you want to know what I did right before the podcast? I just really wanted a bird feeder from my window because I work in this little like nook upstairs and I get lonely. So I want the birds to visit me. So I went to Ace Hardware and I got this little bird feeder with suction cups. So I think that the birds are going to visit.
Oh, because I saw the text that you were going to Ace.
Yeah.
And then I just...
to get a bird feeder to suction cup to my window so that the birds visit me. I hope it works. I'll let you know. And I got bird seed.
There is no room, but we will make it work. Okay. Sold.
Okay, so currently, can I just say my brother, one that got the Mr. Beam, Um,
Are you allowed to disclose this information? This
yeah,
might be like company.
no, it's fine. He works
All
for a
right.
hotel chain, and we get really cheap hotels. So like, we don't have to sleep on your printer. We can get a hotel. Like, that's cool. He's also like my favorite brother. Like, don't they have a big printer machine that their shirts come
I'm
out of?
sleeping there. You can sleep where you
Really
want.
like hotels. Oh my God! Look at the roses Spencer wrote. That's so cute.
September said the shadows look different. Are you using Griffin's light? Actually, the one back here with the red gel is the one I got from Griffin. It's just not quite powerful enough to be up here to light 2 people. So, yeah. So I use it for an accent light.
Leanne, I will definitely show you the bird feeder in the next Zoom. Leanne's one of my Mosaic sisters, and we Zoom a lot. So all I have to do is turn my laptop towards the window so you can see the birds visiting me. I think I'm just like totally lost it. I'm done. Gone.
Okay, Ty said I spent a lot of time and effort on the 9/11 inside job conspiracy. Okay, so back to Case. He came down here a week or 2 ago at this point, and he just walked in and said, Dad, when was 9/11 planned?
See, those are the
Like,
kind of things I don't want the teachers to know about.
He was watching a YouTube video on his Switch about it. He had a notebook that he was taking notes. I still have the notes back there.
He's just my
But,
innocent baby.
He said, when was 9/11 planned? And I said, you mean like Al-Qaeda, or what are you talking about? Which now they're tapping into our phones because we're
Yep.
saying trigger words.
Yep.
But I asked him if that's what he meant, and he said, no, like the government. And that was kind of a point that I stepped back and I thought, oh, like that's because I don't know. That's a tough spot to be in, to like explain like your thoughts on some, like there's a vast difference between that conspiracy where there were thousands of lives lost and a moon landing that
yeah.
was filmed out near Spencer, probably. So
That breaks Kristen's heart.
we'll talk about it next week.
She's so cute.
Live with Kirsten. Yeah, so bring all of your astrophysicist questions.
I got so many of those.
Astrophysician? Leanne said, you will have to show us, Liz, next Zoom. What?
The bird feeder.
Oh, the bird feeder.
That's what I was talking about. Dude, it's important.
Oh, Sam Egger likes Mr. Bean. Teddy.
I can feel
Teddy.
I feel that. I could have guessed
I
it.
actually wanted a Teddy for Christmas.
So hard
but
to find.
I couldn't. Was there one on my list?
There was, but like they don't sell them. Like I thought about trying to find one and like taking the eyes out and putting buttons on it, and I was like, this is too much work.
Or did you see the episode when he gave Teddy eyes?
I feel like I did.
So I could do that. And it would
Not
be,
my favorite show.
I could remake that Mr. Bean episode.
You
I should
could.
remake a Bean. Anthony, Liz, I hope the birds brighten most of your work days. What about me? I'm down in the basement. I have a window, but I keep it closed all the time. I don't like any light. I'm like a vampire.
I know, and I like light and birds.
Oh, John said, what is your favorite bird that you want at the feeder?
So I don't know all their names, but there's this little tiny bird that has like a blue stripe on his back, and he's super cute. So I feel like once I get all the birds at my feeder, then I can so I can be like one of those like bird ladies. But of course cardinals, because cardinals are the best. They're like one of my favorite birds. And blue jays. I mean, I'm not picky. Come eat my bird seed.
Do you see what Spencer wrote?
Attention, Colleen. You locked me out of the house by accident. I can't call you. Yes. You're fantastic. That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, I mean...
Locks were like a big deal when we first got married. Can we just talk about that for a minute?
Yeah.
I locked nothing. He locked everything. I locked myself out of houses. I locked things in cars. I think I locked a child in a car once.
But then I judged her too much, and then twice I locked my keys.
That's what you get.
We got that Jesus spanking.
Yep. Should I explain Jesus spankings? Or do we have more questions?
I mean, I'm just going down the chat at this
Okay.
point, but you can explain.
So, like, when our kid, I was a really young mom, and like, it's very difficult to raise 4 kids. We were 26 when we had our 4th, and
Hold on
when
a second, pause. Since he said he might have to whiz outside, I really have to go.
okay, I'll
So
talk
you
about
can-
Jesus
You can keep
spankings.
talking about Jesus spankings.
So when the kids were being bad, when they would hurt themselves, I would say, "Well, there's a Jesus spanking." I don't know if it's my proudest moment, but that's where that. Okay, so your microwaves are watching you. He probably believes that, but I can't speak for him. I just see you, Miranda, falling off the couch laughing. So Miranda's this tiny little thing. She's fierce as anything in this little package. I can just see you falling off the couch laughing. Also not a good reader, but I'm trying. What is your favorite board game to play as a family? So Dan doesn't play board games because he's boring. But we really like Clue. The kids like to play Clue with me. We played Balderdash with my mom on her birthday last week. I like playing with my brother and his boyfriend. Like, they play really cool, fun games. We played a lot during the pandemic. We played a lot of Skippo, not a board game, cards. So Dan will do cards, but he's not a board game person. I mean, Spencer, your last comment was fantastic. Your dedication is just that it makes me want to meet you even more. Spencer's dedication to you, Dan, it's just great. I love it. They asked what our favorite board game is as a family. John did, and I said, Dan doesn't play board games. He's coming. He's coming.
Sorry, that I blame that. So I'm going back. I said, tell him to watch Loose Change. I did watch that. I just don't know if I want him going that far.
He is a very intense child. So what he watches or what he starts to think about, he's like, so he's on this kick where he really, really wants a metal detector. And it's like, all he can think about is this metal detector, and he's going to go to the beach, and he's going to find gold, and he's going to be a millionaire.
Well, that's the first part of it. He wants to buy the metal detector, raise money to buy the metal detector, and then he wants to find some gold, sell that gold to finance. He wants to basically make his own think tank of the world's smartest people to invent things and be the next. And it's all going to start with a metal detector.
Yes.
That's
When I told him I didn't believe he would find gold, he said, well, I'm just not going to share with you.
yep. This sounds about right. Sounds right. Yeah, I feel like I was gone for a while, so
I was answering pretty well.
well, I'm just trying to catch up.
Okay.
Jared, it is an imposter.
I saw him
Really
for real,
is.
Jared. I gave him a hug. I miss you, Jared. You should come visit us.
Is Jared Spinazzola really the Zodiac? Cellar door.
I don't know. Is that from a scary movie? I don't watch scary movies.
Donnie Darko.
No.
Oh, yes. And everyone right now, if you were a fan of Donnie Darko, go check out Discount Cemetery.
I like
I
that
hope
plug.
they still have that stuff in stock. Because,
Speaking of plugs, did you put the link to my business anywhere?
yeah, it should be in the description of this
Good.
video,
If you
your
would,
website, and your Facebook
you
page.
should check it out.
You have to play Cards Against Humanity.
I have at bridal showers. Super fun. Dan doesn't play games, but my family does, so I'm good. It is playing with my
Right,
family.
yeah,
I said my brother
I'm
and my
cool with that.
boyfriend. We play games after Thanksgiving. Super fun. My mom plays games.
Okay, so a couple comment. So I think some people will look at us, like our kids, and say, you two are so different. Like we went out this past weekend for the first time in probably 20 years. And our oldest daughter said, you two are dressed so different or something.
Yeah.
And I think what it is about relationships, one of the things is that I think sometimes like differences can be good because it makes it unique and dynamic. And I think sometimes what happens is people try to push their
Agenda.
what they're into,
Yeah.
like their hobbies onto the other person.
Not us.
And I think we tried that a few times with different things, and it just went
We failed.
really bad. So we're just like, let's not go into
It's
that
like we have our
area.
own things. Yeah. Like I play board games with my family and he does this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find what you love and let it kill you.
Yeah.
I've never played Cards Against Humanity, but I probably said that already. What's Tornado Rex? Wait a minute. Was that from like the 90s?
I never played that. John, would you like to bring it over? I'll play it with you.
Ty wants to buy a metal detector. Did you already say that?
Oh, no. Not the Ty wants to buy him one. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I feel like I read things out loud, and then as soon as I say it, I think,
It's
"Did she
adorable.
already say that?"
I missed you, Ty. I would have hugged you. I'm a hugger. When the pandemic happened, not hugging was really hard for me. It hurt my heart to not be able to hug people. Now I feel like I'm making up for it now.
Yeah. Let's see. What else is going on here?
Miranda likes what Case said.
And I'll tell you what, too. Going back to, I think, Dan's point earlier, I don't even know if Dan is still in the chat, but about what do you do to better things? And I said kind of like this.
Oh, yeah.
And I just looking down through the chat, it's so awesome to see all these people from
So many different places.
different walks of life, different
Yeah.
states,
Like my
all over
people,
the
your
country right
people.
now.
I love it.
yeah,
Our people.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're our people.
You're our people.
It goes where it goes.
And somebody's knocking.
And his child. Okay, you have to come say hello on the podcast.
Come here. He's going.
Okay.
Do you need help with your homework? Okay, we'll be up.
Hey, John, we're gonna need you to come over, and we need you on homework duty.
Dad is homework duty.
Okay, I'll be up.
Love you, bro.
Jared, how are you, my friend?
Who said that?
Ty.
Ty said, Jared, how are you, my friend?
So I just figured I'd ask you, see if you caught it or not. Yeah, differences do give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you can just focus on them like with a different perspective.
And that's something that changes over the years. When you first meet, you're like, we have to do all these things together and we have to be similar. And then it's like, dude, I'm cool with going to my mom's house and playing Balderdash while you edit. Like, totally cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, Jared, I think you just gave away a spoiler.
I didn't see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love it. I usually give away the spoilers.
Actually, see the base behind Liz? Oh, actually, is Spencer still here?
Oh my gosh.
Actually, he has a question there. There.
Oh,
Read that
so
and I'll grab that.
Liz, have you tried any, this is Spencer, of the role-playing board games like Dungeons and Dragons style? There's one called Betrayal at House on the Haunted Hill, and it is awesome. So no, I haven't yet, but I feel like my brother would totally play that with me. Because I think he plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time he comes.
Isn't that referred to as D&D?
Yup.
Is it D&D?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't really know.
I don't know. I never played it.
Spencer, I wanted to show this to you. So I recorded a podcast with someone yesterday. He who shall not be named, even though he already was. And he accidentally left this at my house. So I cleaned it up, changed a bunch of parts, and I made it the Discount Cemetery Frankenstein base. What do you think of that?
This is what Dan does while I play board games.
This is killer. I love it.
It's pretty great. Okay, can we just draw attention to the fact that Ty Ayers is giving me a cyber hug?
So, I can kind of see that. I hope it doesn't break like the Cybertruck. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Okay, so it's a fun game from the 90s. John, I feel like you have it and you should bring it.
I thought it was from the 90s. I think I remember seeing commercials for it. It's probably like Hasbro or Mattel or somebody. What, it's cool to see Liz's friends in here?
Yeah.
It is.
It's so cool. I love you guys.
Yeah. And
they're just so supportive, like all of the time.
They might have all left you because Jared, Spencer, Anthony, John, Ty.
I bet you Leanne's still here. And if she's not, she's taking care of Zafon.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parker Brothers.
Like Hungry Hungry Hippo?
Was that Parker Brothers?
I think so.
It probably was. Hey, I'll see you, Ty. Thanks for stopping in.
I love you, Ty.
It's a lot of fun.
I feel like this is messing up my hair. Not that my hair is like fixed.
It's okay. Anthony said it takes a while for a relationship to reach that level of maturity.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't. It's something that I think you just, once you realize, and you can't even define that realization. It's just like an aha thing.
But like if we travel, but we don't need to go the whole way down the rabbit hole. But if we go by our 100 theory, then it comes with that. So if I'm giving 100%, then I'm like, yeah, you're cool to do whatevs, and I'll do whatevs because I'm giving 100%. 100 theory. Don't you think that makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's not like I give 50 and you have to give me 50 back and play a board game and be annoyed. I'd rather him not play board games. I'd have more fun.
Yeah, Spencer. Is that not awesome? Yeah, I saw Leanne is here.
I knew you were Leanne. She is my loyal friend.
Let's see. Ty left. Love a killer P bass. I have a white P bass, and maybe even a Tom DeLonge guitar too. I actually have a white P bass, and I don't feel like getting up again. But I have two Tom DeLonge guitars, signature models, and then I made that yellow one behind Liz. What?
Kari's here too. I have another friend, Kari
sweet.
Olson. Kari has such an interesting life. She should be on the podcast.
Where does she live? I'm going to quiz you on your friend's state.
I think Nebraska.
Okay. Kari, you're going to have to weigh in on that.
But she's lived everywhere. So if I'm wrong, it's because she's lived in like literally been to almost every state, and she's been to different countries, and she can talk in different languages, and she's trained dogs. Like she's just, I mean, these women, all of them are amazing. Mm-hmm. I get really excited when I see, I love you too, Kari. I love you too. And when I accidentally call her Carrie, she says, I say, sorry, Kari. She says, that's my favorite rhyme.
Yeah, I may have said Carrie.
I said it. I
Gonna have
said,
to roll back the tape on that one.
sorry, Corey.
Slow mo.
It's cute.
Anthony's group
Seattle.
cyber hug. Seattle.
Sorry, Corey.
It's her favorite.
I had to do
It's her
it.
favorite. Watching her ready to make dinner. Let's do the rapid fire questions.
Okay. I'm ready.
I really need theme music for this. Somebody get on that for me. I need rapid fire theme music, which normally I could add in post, but
There's no post.
I don't add it in post. And here, I mean, I guess I could do it. So yeah, rapid fire questions. I'm thinking something like intense, like a drum roll. Maybe some like droning something. Okay, so 5 rapid fire questions. You have 10 seconds to answer each question.
Okay.
Yesterday or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Moon landing, true or false?
True.
You're fake news. Number 3. With special relativity and time dilation, it appears time travel forward, future, twin paradox is possible, but what about time travel to the past?
I don't care.
Oh, that's for next week. Okay, so we'll just skip number 3. Number 4. I'm so glad he's still here. Why is John Shafranek so difficult?
Don't call him difficult. I love John Shafranek. I think that he is easy and he's a good hugger and he's a great cook and I love him so much and my 10 seconds are up. I'm Team John.
Looks like everybody's team anything but Dan at this moment. I mean,
Oh, stop.
what do
That's it.
Number 5.
Okay.
What drives you?
Can I say
More than 10 seconds, so.
I just want women all over the world to find joy in their journey. I do what I do, and it's hard some days, and but every morning I wake up and I just love what I do, and I will never ever not love what I do because then I'll stop doing it. Is that? I mean, that it drives me to make it. I mean, every career that I've ever done or anything that I've ever committed to, it's like I give 104,000%. And I think that what drives me is that I see that there's a difference to be made. I know that God put me here for a reason, and that God made Case the way that he is and the girls the way that they are. And I think that it all kind of just like intertwines into what my purpose is. And I think what drives me is to make a difference in just one person's life. If they can live a happier life, then I feel like my work is complete.
I think the big difference is that it's not like every other job was monetarily driven. And this is like,
Yeah.
I mean, just being transparent, it's like we're not. I would be happy to be able to do this podcast and for you to be able to do Mosaic Sisters and just like sustain.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I have a lot of stuff at this point, and sometimes I think it's hard because I think people might say, well, you just say that because you already have all this stuff. But it's like, I think I just found more of a happiness
Yeah.
I just more of a meaning, a purpose in doing what I enjoy.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's like I want to do better each day. And, the days that I fail, it's only, uphill from there. So I feel like that's what drives me to get better, to be stronger, to love more, because there's just not enough love in this world. But mostly coffee.
Yeah, back to that. John said, I think she would be great on the podcast. What, Kari? I got it right.
I love Kari. She's seriously just so, you guys are all really cool.
What's the most recent thing from Mosaic Sisters that makes you smile? First random thought.
The fact that the women that are in Mosaic Sisters, that some of them are here.
Yeah.
That's my first random thought. Like, it makes my heart really happy.
And, something that I was talking with somebody, and that's funny that Anthony says John difficult, schizophrenic, because I was just talking with John about him changing one of his names, maybe his first name, to difficult, because his middle initial is E, and then he would be difficult E.
You lost me. I totally zoned out. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I was saying something though, and then I was distracted by the John difficult, schizophrenic.
You just read Anthony's question about what's the first random thing that makes me smile, and I said that's
Yeah, and I felt like there was something else I was gonna say.
about Mosaic Sisters.
Do they make any team but Dan merch? I mean, there's
It's coming.
Spencer. There's the T-shirt design.
Mhm.
That's
I love it.
if you want to work on a collaboration that just says anyone but Dan.
I'm your girl. I'll collaborate.
Oh, it should be like, not my podcast host. Yeah, that is what I call John. John difficult, schizophrenic.
I disagree. John literally holds a place in my heart. That's how much I love him.
Oh, I feel like all of these people
I
do.
know.
Dan said, I feel like this is a new church. It feels comfortable. I have been feeling like that for a while, but I wasn't able to put the words to it. I didn't make that connection. My friend Gary was over, which actually, I don't think he's been in here. But we were sitting here talking just about some of the issues in the church, the building. And he was like, this is church right here. And for him to say that, I was just like, whew, it was
That's big.
It was very big. Yeah, but I agree with that. Daniel, I'm feeling that. What a powerful mission statement. Bringing people joy is so important in this life. Yes, joy, and you guys bring the
Everything else.
cemetery. Oh, but yes, so Spencer, this bass was actually a gift from Sam, who is in the chat currently. And I was going to try to video call you yesterday during our recording, because I just figured you two should talk horror, suspense.
He has a
sometime.
Jason bumper sticker. Sam does.
Oh, does he?
Yes. And it's Twin Lakes Camp, or what's the camp? It's literally, it's the mask.
Twin Lakes.
And it says the camp underneath. And I'm like, Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake. Yeah.
That's one movie I'll never watch again. Terrifying.
Seems nice. It's our safe spot. Yeah.
In my heart. It's his safe spot. Is that right?
I think he's just talking about the podcast. I mean, not that I don't know. I feel like
Can I say that this number has tried to call me 3 times?
answer it. Tell them they're on the ADHDan
No.
podcast. Can I?
No, I think I know who it is. No.
Oh.
Sorry.
ADHDan merch. First thing, screen printed cigar box. Oh, second thing, Red Bull koozies.
Yes.
So
I was going to ask why we don't have Red Bulls. Is it because we have to go to sleep?
we're out of them.
I just buy you some.
I know.
I'll get you more.
So these, you're not going to be able to see them, but these are from Ty's podcast, the ADHDan buttons.
So cool.
And the keychain. And these were the koozies, which I always forget to use them. I just feel like I put them up,
It goes where it goes.
just kind of set them down for decoration, but then you don't end up seeing them anyway. So
Spencer's so offended with all those exclamation points. Crystal Lake Camp. Listen, I watched it one time because I was bribed, because I was begged and bartered. I don't watch horror films. It's not my jam. Obviously, I like the Pitch Perfects. 1, 2, and 3. Fat Amy's my fave. horror community.
there you go, Sam.
You know what? One of the first horror movies I ever watched was with Sam and you in a basement. No, thank you.
Can anyone guess that movie?
I don't even know
You can
what
guess that in the next 10 minutes because we'll probably wrap up, I think, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll leave that open. Take your guesses on which movie we watched, the two of us, with Sam in a basement.
Can I say the only thing I remember? Can I?
Is it like a hint? Could it give it away?
I don't even know if it's right.
That sounds a little sketchy.
He doesn't even trust me.
Wait.
We should do this every night.
I feel like this is moving quick for me.
What's wrong?
Red Bull koozies, yes, that actually would be a good idea because normal koozies are a little too big for Red Bull cans.
Oh,
Like there's some,
it has to be special
so
made.
I don't know, but that would be a limited market, I feel. Oh, he's not offended.
He just exclaims everything. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I love it. I feel very exclamatory myself.
It was
It
not.
was not Friday the 13th.
Yeah, are you asking what our favorite is or
What we watched in your
is
base?
that
basement?
what it was?
A basement?
Did you see Lynn is here?
Oh, I love you, Lynn. After all, she finally figured out how to work this. I am sorry. If you text me and I was not able to help you, Lynn, apologies. I love you so much. Love the music. Love the music is the killer guitar you fixed to Dan. Why did you start doing these things? Podcasts.
So I made 3 or 4 years
A
ago
long time ago.
and then stopped. And then I kind of had a little bit of a slower time with work and was just talking with a friend. And when we finished up the conversation, one of us said, that could have been a podcast right there. Just sitting there, just talking with people, just normal conversation. And I think people oftentimes think, well, I don't have a topic. I don't have something to talk about every week. And this is kind of going completely against that stream of thought.
Everything you've ever thought about podcasts.
So it goes where it goes. I mean, honestly, I just really like to do my best at showcasing like a good friendship, marriage,
A good marriage?
and just showcase these people because I saw a quote. This was another reason why I started. I saw a quote that said, and I have no idea who said this, but the quote is, Nothing of me is original. I am the combined effort of everyone I've ever known. And I just took that and thought I should run with that and say, let me introduce you to some of those people. So that's kind of an intro that I've been wanting to make, but I
gave
feel
me
like
chills.
I
That
don't have
was
time.
so good.
It's like I don't have time.
That's a myth. You have time.
Sam's talking about The Notebook again. Oh no, we didn't watch that. No.
No.
Tyler Sabo's in the house.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
How's the baby?
What's his name again? I forget. You wouldn't remember. You don't remember baby names.
Pablo. No. I think that's what he was trying to name it.
I did not want to offend him.
He was. That was the first name that he gave me, Pablo something. I'm pretty sure.
I believe it.
Spencer, Friday the 13th is our favorite for sure. Well, since we already gave away one thing, I'm gonna give this away.
Oh, that was amazing.
Okay. They can probably see that maybe.
No.
So, along the line, oh, yes, his name is Jonah, and he's doing great. His name should have been Pablo, though. Hey, for $360 in the state of Pennsylvania, I can show you how to do that.
Keep Jonah, buddy. It's good. It's
Friday the 13th. So, Sam Edgar, who is hopefully currently still in the chat, made these masks. This is
amazing.
legit. It's so good. He uses like a heat gun, some kind of rivet gun to put these in here.
And in my spare time, I'm playing Wordle.
Well then, so this is just one of them.
Love it.
But the other one is this. And this is so epic. And I don't use that word like the kids do, but that tells you that it must be pretty epic. Because it looks like wood. It looks like
Groot.
Groot.
Groot. Yeah, like a tree.
So
It's
crazy.
fantastic.
So, yeah. So these are just great. Oh, I had my Friday the 13th 3D shirt on last night or yesterday.
Yes, you did.
You may see that in 2 weeks again. Arachnophobia. I don't think I ever saw that whole thing, and I'm sorry if anyone's offended by that.
I just don't watch scary movies unless I feel forced or somebody lies to me and says it's not that scary. Dan. All the
I
time.
only did that once with The Ring.
And The Shining. It's terrifying. You said it's not that scary. It's so scary. Twice.
Maybe we need to start defining what scary is and isn't. I mean, part 2 and 4 are amazing. All take place in the same month. Oh, I thought you were... I read that first as they all take place in some month. And I was like, which month? Like that could take us so many different ways. Like if it's in the middle of winter in Russia, which I don't even want to get into that, but you just don't. Well, you don't invade Russia in the winter. That was like the biggest thing I remember from high school.
Yeah.
Mr. Delap.
We had a great history teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which
cool.
I want to get him on here. That would be fun.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wonderful to watch the chemistry between you two. Glance conveying thoughts. What you can't see, I strategically placed the camera at an angle so you can't see me kicking her
It's a real thing.
under there.
If I start getting fired up like at a doctor's office or meeting, he kicks me and I'm like, dude, you think bring it on. Like that's not gonna stop me.
We don't have a safe word, so I have to do something.
I pay no attention.
Do you know Sam and I have a safe word?
Watermelon.
Sam Edgar?
Is it
That's actually close.
It's not watermelon?
No.
That's my safe word.
It's a vegetable.
Tomato? No, that's a vegetable. It's a fruit.
Well,
Cucumber.
it's all like relative to how you define. It's all produce.
It's a vegetable. Radish.
Lettuce.
Watermelon.
So whenever, like at the end of the night, when it's like 2, 3 in the morning and we're texting with one eye open, that's a safe word to be like, hey, I'm seriously setting my phone down. So we'll just either send a lettuce emoji or say lettuce.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start using Spencer's rose emojis more. They're just really beautiful.
Yeah.
They make my heart happy.
Tyler, I really want to see you, and I really want to...
I want to kiss your baby.
I'll see you kiss a baby. Yeah, that works for me.
Just snuggle that baby.
As soon as he's 18, so his mom can't stop him. Yeah. I mean, I'll send that video to you for you to watch again. Let's see.
John Schafranig wants to buy the masks.
I don't know if those are for sale. You're gonna have to ask Sam Eddie Edgar.
John is a collector of all things.
Particularly Kmart. He wants to take a trip.
He
I think
loves
there are only 5 or
Kmart.
6 Kmarts left in the country.
It's
like
adorable.
Miami, 2 in Jersey. Yeah, Spencer's from Jersey. Oh, maybe we should plan a Kmart trip to Jersey in April.
Only if I
when
can come.
Spencer's going to be there. So we can hit Kmart, and I think we just figured it out.
Yeah.
We just unlocked it all.
John can be the Uber. No, just
He's a big truck.
He did such a great job with those quality replicas. Whoa. Did I
Oh,
just-
yeah.
Yeah, he did such a great job.
Yeah.
Very talented, Sam Edgar.
Yeah, I honestly watch movie prop makers on YouTube, and that is, you could have your own YouTube channel with that. I think you should do it.
Yeah.
Hope we get to see another Dan and Liz live. I think so.
I feel like this was really fun.
I think next week the plan is to have Dr. Kirsten Hall back. So we'll have the astrophysicist. So that is going to pose a number of other technical questions and things that I'm going to have to work on throughout the week, but it's going to happen. It'll happen. And then you guys can ask all of your time travel, black hole, dark matter.
She's very
all
smart.
those questions. She's actually, we were going to do it this week. So backstory. Liz was actually my second choice for today.
It was. Can you believe it?
I was originally going to have Kirsten on the live tonight,
Yeah.
like this, but it'd be a virtual live. But she is teaching sciencey things, as she said, sciencey things in Princeton.
That's all she has to
Today.
say to us
Princeton?
regulars.
No, not Princeton. Maybe it is.
A college with a P.
I don't know. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, come visit. We'll have some dinner. Maybe we'll do coney dogs.
Here's a question, Tyler. Are you okay with me slobbering on your baby? Because when I have a baby in my arms, I have to kiss him. I will do head only, but I will slobber on your baby.
See, and that's a big difference there. I think that
I
a
love babies.
lot of people probably think that I'm heartless because I don't really care about babies. Like when I have my own, it was
I was
a very
a
different
little
story.
bit scared that he would not love his own.
Yeah, but it's just
He's just
like
not a baby person.
I just feel like they just need too much attention.
I love babies.
That's why
Oh
I
my
like
gosh.
cats.
Yeah, I love babies and puppies.
You hear that, Sam? Cats.
Yeah, the cats love him.
Okay, John said, me and Liz sushi in Jersey.
Yes. All the way. Is that Did I do that right? Cool dude.
I mean, it depends what you're trying to do.
Nothing dirty,
That's-
just cool dude.
I didn't say anything dirty. I said, I
Your
don't know.
face. It's confusing.
Tyler, I do not hate your baby. I just,
They'll probably slobber back.
just don't know what it is. It's
Once
not.
he's like walking, Dan will love him.
Yeah.
But right now he's just not a baby, like baby that just lays there kind of person. I, on the other hand, love to smell and kiss and slobber on babies. And when they're 1 or 2, they don't let me do that anymore. They walk away.
Yeah.
So I like
true.
to do it when they have no choice.
Sam, that dumb hobby is awesome, and I think you.
You are very much underrating yourself, sir.
Yeah.
If that's how you say it.
Sir?
No, like underrating. That was probably not the right word to say, but whatevs. Josh
something
is
like
here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, bro. Can you please tell Kelly that Dan charged his crystals and the girls are like,
I told them.
what is he doing?
Well, and I asked the day of the full moon. I said, how am I supposed to do this?
So he laid them on the windowsill,
Right
facing. Here. Yeah, so he took them to a windowsill facing the full moon, and then the next morning, Meredith was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm charging my crystals." And Meredith was like, "Who are you?"
And Case said, "Did you charge mine?" You didn't give them to me, and I can't find them in your bedroom. Yeah, and as far as the Masonic Temple, so that's a really long story. I guess the guy, one of the higher ups there, wanted, like, at first he asked, well, how much are they going to pay to come in? And they were like, no, you have it wrong. Like, they just want to come in. Like, it's just a group of friends. It's not like they do this professionally. And so then his wheels started spinning because he has been wanting to do an investigation there for years. And I guess he has really great camera equipment, from what I hear. So
It's a wormhole.
Yeah, it keeps going deeper and deeper because he wanted to be involved. And then like the scheduling, I have no idea. But as soon as I hear anything, I'm definitely going to let everyone know. And in case anyone was like, why are they talking about the Masonic Temple? I did a video for Allegheny Paranormal Investigation. I feel like I should know that.
You definitely should.
Allegheny Ridge Paranormal, ARP. Because I said that they should have the quote, what can ARP do for you? Or like the AARP.
I would love to kiss Stefan. Oh my gosh. If I'm ever in Indiana, I'm going to snuggle him.
Sam, you never have to apologize for that. Wait. Oh, Indiana State, not the county, right?
Yeah, the state.
Okay. So, we drive through it. Well, we won't be driving.
No, we'll be fine. One of these days.
Who is that
That's my favorite.
directed toward?
So let me tell you a little bit about Lynn. She has 12 children. And I would be okay with one more. But we agreed to stop at 4.
I'm seriously dizzy right now.
Lynn is like amazing. Seriously, 12 children.
Yes, I'm not taking away from that.
No, that's really cool.
Just don't have.
They adopted some of them. We could adopt.
I'm not even talking physically able to do it or biologically able to do it. I am saying like I give you so much credit.
She's a heart of gold. She's one of my.
I'm still raising myself.
That is true. Dan, quit being difficult. Yeah, John. Team John over here. Woo, woo.
Team anyone but Dan over here.
Wow. We need to call the ambulance.
Yeah, Josh, I think it's going to be awesome. You know what I really like about that? I think that's something that's very similar to this podcast. I feel like the group of investigators that they have, they're so diverse, so many different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I just love seeing people get together, even if it's just to freeze your ass off in an abandoned prison all night.
I stay in my bed
Yeah.
and I sleep.
Right. And that's, so we go back to the differences. Like, we have differences. Just
Yeah, like I go to bed at 9, he goes to bed at not 9.
sometimes at 7.
Yeah.
I guess that's about it. That's it.
So
all I can
fun.
think about.
Yeah.
And I really have to pee again.
I'm like really hungry all of a sudden.
Kind of hungry, and I want a Shamrock Shake.
Oh, Case asked if we could take him to McDonald's today. Do you remember?
I thought that was yesterday.
He said, tomorrow, will you take me to McDonald's? It's my favorite place.
I mean, he needs meds and stuff. So.
He does. And homework help.
Oh, John should be on his way.
Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, John, who's the difficult one?
John's not difficult. He helps with homework.
Where is he right now?
It's not his full-time job.
That's what the first gold find is going to pay for.
Yes.
It's going to be to pay for John. Actually, John's talking about buying the house beside him. He can just move Case in there. Maybe Case and I will both move in there. John, what do you think? Tell me if that sounds decent.
I can't.
Okay. I think that's about everything. Unless anyone has another question, I will wait like 60 seconds. John said I can come over. I will wait 60 seconds for last questions.
Should we count down? Backwards?
I'll just do a timer. I don't know.
I moved this because all are welcome. Like, why did you put it the other way? I think it should be displayed.
I was actually going to sand it off of there.
It's like perfect for the podcast.
I don't know.
Keep it. Who votes keep it? You do. You
How
all
do you
do.
make a candle burn and look good the whole way down instead of looking all dingy like that?
I don't know. I know you're not asking me.
Yeah, John, if you want to come out right now, feel free. Come
Bring me
out
food.
here and
John has great food. He makes really great food.
we'll get McDonald's. Well, we might already have McDonald's. So place your order now. We'll go grab McDonald's, meet back here, and you can stay up until midnight doing homework.
Yeah. Casey can't be up till midnight doing homework. Do it again soon. This could be like a regular thing that we do.
Oh,
We're
there's
kind of
timer.
boring. Timer's up.
Yeah, I feel like... What is going on? Why can't I shut my timer off?
Because you're difficult. I'm so funny.
Not before 4:25 a.m.
There's that rose again.
Oh, look. I think they're all roses for me because they feel bad that I got 7%.
You think that. You think that. You keep thinking that. That's so cute.
7%.
So cute.
Yeah.
Good
well,
answer, Liz.
Actually, I think that light is a little too bright. But, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to change it now. So.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
I just want to thank you for coming today.
It's my
traveling
pleasure.
so far.
It was my pleasure.
You gonna take your name thing this time?
I will take it this time.
Okay.
I'll put
I
it by
think-
my bird feeder.
All right.
Okay.
I could have put a prism on the top, kind of like Kirsten's,
You could have, but you didn't.
but I didn't. No. But I thank all of the Mosaic Sisters for also joining in.
Love you
It was
guys.
really cool to be able to kind of talk with a bunch of you.
Yep. Great ladies.
I thank my patrons, which actually, let me put that up again here. Luke Means from Loom Enterprises, Miranda, you're awesome guy, Boba Fett, and then Kayla and Tasha. Thank you so much for just
Believing
like,
in you.
yeah, that's it. It just feels so good Like, I hate asking for money. Actually, okay, quick. I was talking with one of the people in the chat right now,
Okay.
or a little bit earlier, about like the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I don't even know if I'm subscribed, or how do you subscribe? And I was like, we've been friends for such a long time, and you don't even know if you're subscribed. And he's like going through this process, and I'm like, I mean, it is, I feel like it's kind of a, I mean, if you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account.
It's easy, yeah.
So you just go to the channel and subscribe. And that means so much.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I really don't do it for the likes and everything. I just enjoy sitting down and talking. But when
it like
people
makes your heart
support,
so happy. Yeah, it's the same with Mosaic Sisters. It's
Yeah.
like when someone sponsors a sister, it's like my whole everything lights up. It's amazing.
yeah. So thank you, Mosaic Sisters.
We love you.
Thank you to everyone who has been in the chat. That is so crazy. I love it.
I know that was busy. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
let's go to McDonald's.
Yeah, and I
Alright.
thank Anthony Menzia for the intro and outro
Beautiful.
music.
Beautiful.
I think that's everything. Real quick, Josh said, what are your thoughts on astral projection? I think that's actually a question for next week.
Because I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
But Kirsten is very smart.
Yes. Wait, I don't love
Leanne,
that
subscribe.
Mr. Bean beat, Dan. Do you not like Mr. Bean? What did he do to you? You're gonna have to text me later because I need to go. I really have to pee. You,
Spencer,
like, you,
no.
you broke the seal.
You do not need
in
to
my
give into the
mind.
peer pressure of liking Mr. Bean. It's okay not to.
Anthony, didn't you hear me earlier when I said I mentioned something about Russia, and I was like, I'm not going there. Wait, Mr. Bean is in the chat and voted for himself. That could be it. Then how did I only get half of a vote? Sam was thinking. Actually, when I set it up, it won't even allow me to vote.
He would vote him.
Thank you very much, Leanne.
She's
I
great.
really appreciate it. So, okay, everyone, we love you.
We
Have a
do.
wonderful